Hello everyone, we are going to study preparation of alkyl halide from alcohol. So first one is by the reaction of alcohol with SoCl2. This is very important method of preparation of alkyl halide from alcohol. You can see here the reaction mechanism. In this reaction mechanism, this you can see here this oxygen here OH. In OH, oxygen is donating its electron pair to the vacant d orbital of sulfur atom, and it results in formation of positive charge over the oxygen atom, and we know that positive charge is highly unstable in oxygen atom. So this whole molecule will undergo some sort of rearrangements, and due to this rearrangement there will be finally formation of there will be release of chloride ion. You can see here when this electron pair will be given to sulfur atom, then there will be repulsion between the electron pair donated from O of OH and this S double bond O, and it will shift this pi bond on the oxygen atom. So oxygen atom will acquire negative charge. When oxygen atom will acquire negative charge and this oxygen atom is acquiring positive charge, and we know that already I have told that positive charge is unstable on oxygen atom, so this breaking of CO bond will take place. And again this when this CO bond will break, CO bond means this CO bond, you can see here this CO bond, this CO bond will break, you can see here this CO bond will break. When this CO bond will break, then again electron will shift. You can see in the I am dividing this into following structure. This is first structure, second, third and fourth structure. So you can go to the second structure where there is again formation of pi bond between sulfur and oxygen atom. Here at this point you can see again there is formation of double bond between S and O. When there will be formation of double bond between S and O, you can see there will be release of chloride ion. You can see here this chloride ion will be released, and this chloride ion is behaving as nucleophile in this chemical reaction. This chloride ion, as you can see that upside portion of this carbon atom, in the structure you can see upside of this carbon atom is already occupied by this group, upside is already blocked by this group, so available side is only from back side. So when it attacks from back side, there is product with inversion. This is our product with inversion. Inversion means you can see here this OH is above the plane, this OH is above the plane, and here this Cl is below the plane. So inversion of product takes place. Now by the reaction of alcohol with HCl, this reaction will only be given by 3-degree alcohol, and it will follow SN1 pathway, because we know that SN1 reaction takes place exclusively in 3-degree carbocation. So what is the mechanism of reaction? You can see here HCl being an acid, when dissolved will liberate H plus ion, and this H plus ion will protonate this alcoholic group. You can see that this H plus will protonate this alcoholic group. When the protonation of this alcoholic group will take place, because of this protonation oxygen will acquire positive charge, and again positive charge is highly unstable on oxygen atom, so there will be breaking of this CO bond. You can see here breaking of CO bond takes place and result in formation of 3-degree carbocation. This one is our 3-degree carbocation, and 3-degree carbocation is highly stable. On this carbocation, the Cl- nucleophile generated by the heterolytic bond dissociation of HCl attacks on the carbocation, resulting in formation of 3-degree alkyl halide. Same reaction you can see here, reaction with PBr, reaction with PBr3. In case of PBr3 also it follows the SN2 mechanism, because you can see the inversion of product takes place. Here OH is upside and here Br is downside. SoCl2 also giving inversion of product, OH is upside and Cl is downside. Important point about this reaction is that PBr3 and SL2 gives product without rearrangement reaction. There is no separate rearrangement reaction. Don't be confused with the fact about the internal rearrangement of atoms in the reaction. That is not rearrangement. Separate rearrangement reaction does not take place. So SOCl2 is good reagent for the preparation of alkyl halide, and the byproduct of this reaction is gaseous component like sulfur dioxide and HCl. Similar product can be obtained on reaction of alcohol with PCl3 and PCl5. Now next reaction is preparation of alkyl halide from free radical halogenation reaction. Mechanism of this reaction is very simple. Whenever UV light falls over the halogen molecule, homolytic bond dissociation takes place, resulting in formation of Br free radical. In the first step, that is propagation step, this Br free radical attacks on the hydrocarbon chain, resulting in formation of alkyl free radical. When alkyl free radical is generated, this alkyl free radical attacks on another Br2 molecule, resulting in formation of alkyl halide and Br free radical. In the termination step, this second step was propagation. This reaction will continue. Again, this Br free radical generated here, you can see Br radical generated here will attack on the another hydrocarbon chain, result in formation of another alkyl radical, and again another alkyl radical will attack on another molecule. So this process will continue. This is propagation step. In termination step, two free radical will attack with each other, will come in contact with each other, and so there will be no more free radical. When they will collide with each other, it will result in formation of hydrocarbon, and so there will be no more free radical. When there will be no more free radical, reaction will not proceed and reaction will terminate. Now preparation of alkyl halide from toluene. This reaction is carried out in the presence of Lewis acid FeCl3. Here FeCl3 is there. FeCl3. FeCl3 is Lewis acid. So when this Cl2 reacts with FeCl3, it results in formation of FeCl4 negative and Cl positive. This one is our Cl positive. This one is our Cl positive. This is not Cl negative. This one is our Cl positive. This is our electrophile. This electrophile attacks on the toluene, resulting in electrophilic substitution. Hydrogen H plus ion is replaced by Cl plus ion, and so there is formation of this product 1-chloro-2-methyl-benzene is formed. But this is our minor product. The major product of this reaction is 1-chloro-4-methyl-benzene. You can see here in this case LCl4 negative. This one is LCl4 negative. It is abstracting hydrogen atoms from here and resulting in formation of this. This is our major product, main product or major product. Large amount of this product forms. Markovnikov's rule. When unsymmetrical reagent is added in unsymmetrical alkene, then positive part of the reagent goes to those double bonded carbon atom which has more number of hydrogen atom, and negative part to the carbon atom which has less number of hydrogen atom. Unsymmetrical reagent means if we take HBr, and when it will undergo dissociation, it will produce H plus Br minus. So here ions are different, H plus and Br minus. That's why this is called unsymmetrical reagent. Unsymmetrical alkene means, suppose if we take this carbon atom, this is symmetrical alkene. Why symmetrical alkene? Because if you divide this molecule across this double bond, then you are getting similar fragment. One fragment, this is second, both are similar fragments. Why? It also contains 2 carbon atom chain, it also contains 2 carbon atom chain. So this is symmetrical alkene. But when we talk about unsymmetrical alkene, and now if you divide from here, you are getting a fragment of 1 carbon atom here, and here you are getting fragment of 2 carbon atoms. So this is unsymmetrical alkene. Now we see the Markovnikov rule. Markovnikov rule says that whenever you are treating unsymmetrical reagent with unsymmetrical alkene, then positive part of the reagent goes to those carbon atom. Those carbon atom means that carbon atom must be double bonded, which has more number of hydrogen atom, and negative part to the carbon atom which has less number of hydrogen atom. Now we will see the mechanism. Now you can understand why this rule is correct and how it works. When we are treating this unsymmetrical alkene with HBr, you can clearly see that there is formation of two types of carbocation. This one is our first carbocation, this one is second carbocation. The first carbocation is 1 degree, second carbocation is 2 degree. Whenever there will be dissociation of this double bond, H will either attack on carbon number 1 or will attack on carbon number 2. This is our carbon number 2. It will either attack on 1 or carbon number 2. In both the cases, in the first, when it attack H plus goes to carbon number 1, you will see that there will be generation of this carbocation. When this H plus will go to carbon number 2, it will result in generation of this carbocation, means 1 degree carbocation. We all know that 2 degree carbocation is far stable than 1 degree carbocation. So it will be in measure amount. This product will be in measure amount. When it will be in measure amount, obviously the Br minus will attack on this carbon atom, and when Br minus will attack on this carbon atom, we will have this as a major product. Now you can see one example. We are treating propene with HCl. HCl will dissociate and will give two component, H plus and Cl minus. H plus, according to Markovnikov addition, H plus is positive part of the reagent. So H plus will go to those double bonded carbon atom which has more hydrogen. So you can see this carbon atom, this is 1, this one is 2. First carbon has more hydrogen atom, so H is going to, you can see here, carbon number 1, and negative part is going to carbon number 2. In the first case, H is going to carbon number 2 and Cl is going to carbon number 1. You can see this is wrong product. This will be our minor product. It will form in very small amount, and this one will be our major product. This is Markovnikov addition. Anti-Markovnikov addition. This reaction takes place in the presence of peroxide. You may note down this what is missing here. So you may note down this reaction takes place in the presence of peroxide. So in the presence of peroxide, when an unsymmetrical reagent is added to the unsymmetrical alkene, then positive part of the reagent goes to those double bonded carbon atom which has less number of hydrogen atom, and negative part to those double bonded carbon atom which has more number of hydrogen atom. We'll see the mechanism of this reaction. You can see here S2O2 in the presence of sunlight undergoes dissociation, resulting in formation of hydroxyl free radical, and this hydroxyl free radical reacts with HCl, generating H2O and Cl free radical. Now this Cl free radical may go either on carbon number 1, you can see here, it may go either on carbon number, this is 1 and this one is carbon number 2. This here we are talking about double bonded carbon atoms. So two double bonded carbon atoms are there, 1 and 2. So Cl free radical may go any of these two double bonded carbon atom, but when this Cl free radical will go on carbon number 1, it will generate 3 degree radical, 3 degree alkyl radical, and we know that like carbocation, it follows the order 3 degree is more stable than 2 degree and 2 degree is more stable than 1 degree. 3 degree alkyl radical is more stable than 2 degree alkyl radical, and 2 degree alkyl radical is more stable than 1 degree alkyl radical. So once 3 degree alkyl radical is formed, it will react with HCl and generate the major product. Now Finkelstein reaction. This reaction is very important, a bit conceptual also. Finkelstein reaction is halogen exchange reaction in which one halogen is exchanged by another halogen. Whenever we treat any alkyl halide except alkyl fluoride, then it results in replacement of any other halide by iodide. So you can see here that this one is our propyl chloride when we are treating with sodium iodide in the presence of acetone. This sign is indicate this is equilibrium sign. We all have studied in class 11. But you can see that length of arrow towards the product side is more and length of arrow towards the reactant side is less. Means rate of forward reaction will be more than rate of backward reaction. So there will be not exact equilibrium. Reaction will go in both the direction, backward as well as forward, but equilibrium will not establish. Why equilibrium will not establish? Because rate of forward reaction is more and rate of backward reaction is less. Now question arises, why rate of forward reaction is more? This reaction is carried out in the presence of solvent acetone, and in acetone NaCl is insoluble. When it is insoluble, it will not dissociate into Na plus and Cl minus, and so Cl minus will not behave as nucleophile, will not attack on the carbocation, and so there will be no backward reaction. Now see the mechanism of this reaction. We are treating ethyl chloride with NaI in the presence of acetone. This is our ethyl chloride, you can see here. This one is NaI, resulting formation of iodoethane and NaCl. This downward arrow indicates that it is coming out from the solution as precipitate, insoluble component, and this follows SN2 pathway. SN2 pathway means I minus is attacking from backward direction and resulting in formation of iodoethane with inversion of configuration. I hope you have studied the method of preparation of alkyl halide by these methods. We'll discuss other method in next class. Practice well. Solve all the in-text and exercise questions from NCERT, and then revise all these reactions.